You ready?
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls of all ages, welcome to QuantumCast. What?
Hey, yeah.
We here.
What
We here.
Oh, we made it.
Today we're joined
After
by
all.
my guest host, droc3, also part of Quantum Leadership, Lieutenant Buttercup, Streetgrind, the man, the myth, the legend, the flex for the one time. Had to show off.
Already
So,
know.
Where's that bicep cam? Okay, where's that bicep cam that we were all promised? Just asking, just asking.
I'm gonna need to fix that up for the next time for sure.
I never hear her called Lieutenant Buttercup.
LT?
Sounds weird. LT.
She's
Full
LT.
name, right?
Yeah, I know.
Just
That
LT.
Buttercup.
that adds so many syllables that
I know, right? It's
We
like
don't-
just pick one or the other.
we don't got time for that. Exactly.
Hey, nobody got time for that.
Time is money. I can't pronounce full names. All right. We have.
What's up?
What's up? Says the guest host. Just kidding.
Uh-huh.
Just kidding. I love you. Kidding. I love
Go
you.
on.
Thanks for the follow. Zero. Thanks for the follow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start off with you, D-Rock, buddy. So the last stream we started off, Star-Lord went straight into Fortnite. Okay. Didn't even
Amazing.
skip a beat. He's like, let's talk about Fortnite. Black hole. Like, all right, let's do it. So now the black hole's gone. Fortnite's back. You
Yeah.
are a resident Fortnite player here. So give me Fortnite is life, Star-Lord says. Fortnite is life. So give me the give me the breakdown of Fortnite last chapter to Fortnite this chapter. What do you love? What do you hate? What kind of changes are we seeing across the board? And how do you feel about the new chapter?
Well, how do I feel about it? I love it. We'll say that. There are bugs. There are some small things that I'm not a fan of. But
Like
I'll
what?
start with the
Like what? Okay.
Let me start with the first chapter. I feel like season 7 and 8 came out and was good, and then season 9 was just super flat and boring, and there were mechs, and there were
Oh, yeah.
gunplay issues, and it wasn't balanced in terms of gunplay. The weapon pool was just so huge, right? That it was hard to decide what to carry at all.
Right.
So I didn't play it that much at the end of last season because
Okay.
one, because of time, but two, because I felt like it just wasn't as fun. The dynamic of the game had changed from when I first started playing it. So in the new one, they kind of went back to
Back to the
when I
Future.
originally started playing it, and that's what I like or love about it. One of the things I love about it, high ground, for the last 3-4 seasons didn't mean jack shit.
Man. Okay.
Now high ground does mean something because the only way to get up there is to build or to knock them down. Before you had launch pads, bounce pads,
Yep.
freaking bat things to take you wherever you wanted. The bugs that I don't like, there's a couple with picking weapons up that bother me. There's currently a bug in the game where you can't take damage from the storm, so you could literally just sit in the storm and win a game. I actually have a clip of me losing a game like that.
Okay.
But in general, the game is more balanced itself. People are complaining about there being no mobility. You can't do this, you can't do that. All you got to do is change your style of play, right? Mobility, loot quick, leave if you're far away from the storm.
Yep.
If you're not, great, loot the whole place out, mat up, and then go into the circle. Yes, screaming, don't be a last minute runner because you're gonna die.
Yeah, I'll say that I am one of the people that sit and watch the storm for runners coming in. That's me, and then
Well, that's just smart.
then they get sniped and then they're gone.
So, yeah, I feel like it's just more balanced overall. There's less aggro play, so you don't have these people just attacking you for no reason or coming back into the storm to kill you because they have launch pads or the Batman thing or whatever it may be.
I'm not Star-Lord. That's not happening.
But it's off to a good start. It's also no longer in beta. I don't know how many of you noticed that.
Well, it looks hella better. Or is that just because I didn't play it, or they did a serious graphics upgrade?
They did a serious graphics upgrade.
Yeah, I love it. I love how it looks. It looks really good.
I didn't die like it was supposed to last week.
Feels much more OG now, I think. You know, so it's funny that you bring that up, Screaming Phoenix, because the last season of Fortnite that I played was season 1.
Wow.
Yeah, so season 1 was the last season of Fortnite that I played. Now I'm playing again, chapter 2, season 1, and honestly, the gameplay doesn't feel super different from when I started. You know, it's like the same-ish weapons are there. You know, they took all the garbage out of the game, like you were saying, like launch pads and mechs and swords and, you know, all that crap that just, I think it kind of made the game a little crowded. You know what I mean? There was so much to it, and now it kind of feels like they brought Fortnite back to their roots. Obviously they still have building, but I don't think that'll go away.
That would change.
That's a Fortnite staple. That's what makes it different. Unfortunately.
Building. Boo.
Unfortunately.
I suck at building.
Yeah.
Street.
What'd you say, Street? You can actually speak too.
Just building.
Well, I'm probably one of maybe the very few people that have actually never played the game at all.
Ever. Not one time.
That's
Never. I never one time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've never. I remember one time I downloaded it, but then I was just like, nah, this shit ain't for me. So no, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
And I guess maybe, you know, the one thing that makes Fortnite unique, you know, is the building aspect, but that is just something that doesn't really freaking appeal to me, where like, you know, yeah, I'm gonna shoot somebody, oh, I can put up a fucking shield, a wall and stuff, oh, you can't get me now, you know. So I mean, that's just me just coming from like a shooter or third person shooter like background, like Gears of War or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on Fortnite. I think that they do really like unique and incredible stuff, but just in terms of like gameplay wise, I just feel like it's not for me.
Right. Judas with the raid at 12. Thank you so much, buddy.
Yo, Judas, thank you for the
I didn't want to cut Street off in the middle of he was going strong there. I had to let him finish.
party.
What's up, dude?
Nice.
Thank
Your
you so much
comment,
for the
I
raid.
love it.
Your stream.
D-Rock, not The Rock, now pronounced The Rock. Not Johnson. I can't even say that right. What's up, Judas?
You the
Judas,
rock.
what's up, bro?
LT, I know I'm not going to say it out loud, but because I know you've never played Fortnite either. You know, not one time. I know. Yeah, but I didn't want to say it. What do you think? What do you think? Because you played it before, and you've played it again.
Yeah.
Are you seeing any differences? Like, do you love it? Do you hate it? How do you feel still?
I don't know. Like, for some reason, it feels easier. Like, we actually got a win, so that was cool.
Yeah, we did. That was good stuff.
Me and Cod played on Saturday.
Yeah.
The fishing was fun. I just kind of want to do that the whole time. But
Fish? Yeah, that's how D-Rock rolls. He's like, give me that fishing pole. We're going.
I don't know. I think I still gotta play Realm.
I mean, building is just the learning curve. You know, once you get goodest, that was for Streetgrind, at building.
Oh my god, this guy really said that shit.
Once you get goodest, I feel like building doesn't become such an issue. It's just such a learning curve. Because people have been building since season 1, you know, so people are freaking pros at building.
Yes.
I mean, unlike
As
D-Rock,
Star-Lord says.
what do you say?
good at building, and I never
based on
will.
XP now. Yeah. So like
Basically,
when I play with droc, we can't get a win, but when I play with LT, we get a win. So that must mean that she's the goodest.
Toxic.
cringe.
The sun is coming out.
The matchmaking system.
Basically, I've learned.
So
Yeah. That helps. That definitely helps.
because I would not want to be matched up with like fucking pros and shit trying to build stuff and just get whacked off the face of the earth, you know?
Right.
Like, who wants that? And entering into a game brand new, right? Like, who wants that?
Exactly. Maybe that's why I won my first solos game. Because I
That was
matched
crazy.
up with people, wasn't it? Man, that was good
When I
times.
saw that, I was kind of like,
You're
bro,
like,
I don't even have a win yet.
you're like, who is this Cotimus? That won this game.
I won the game.
Oh,
This
nice.
is not some Cotimus I know.
Right. So I guess that's.
Yo,
You,
T-Dub.
you got anything else you want to talk about Fortnite wise, D-Rock? Because that's like all you do is work and Fortnite.
Well, I feel like that's not true, but it's not far from the truth either. No, not really. I mean, it's not for everybody at the end of the day.
That's true.
And I get it. I'm one of the only people that I know, that has continuously played it. And I've tried to quit. I promise you. When I've been so pissed off, I've tried to quit and play other games.
Wait, call a number.
The only other
Yeah.
game I've been able to play that I can continuously play is Rainbow Six. Those are the only two games that I currently play, and I just can't get away from them.
You
Okay.
gonna play the new COD when it comes out?
Probably unlikely. Just say that.
Really?
I think Call of Duty's stale to me. It's the same game every year.
I'm with them on that. Yeah.
Okay, that moves
Like,
us into our next topic: the Call of Duty
Want that.
Modern Warfare release on October 25th. That's coming out. Who's excited? Who's excited in the chat for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare release? I know I am. I'm super excited for it. Super excited for Modern Warfare. You know what? For two reasons. One, it's gonna take me away from Fortnite, which I'm okay with. Don't get me wrong, it's a great game, but I need Modern Warfare back in my life. It was so good.
Hater alert.
And
Hater
honestly,
alert.
guys, if you're playing Modern Warfare, you're not comparing it to Black Ops 4. You're not comparing it to Infinite Warfare. I mean, it's more comparable to like Black Ops 2, the original Black Ops, where it actually feels like an FPS. You know, it's not. There's nothing super crazy in the game. You know, the sounds are on point. Like if a jet's flying over, all you'll hear is jet, because that's all you'd hear in real life. All the footsteps go away. You know, your gear feels like something, like it weighs you down. You know, the pulling up your gun going into aim down sight can be really slow, can be really fast. It feels so much better. During the open beta, it was absolutely fantastic. Y'all should have played the open beta if you haven't.
Okay.
I played the beta, and I don't know.
Okay. It's
Still
not
play
it's
it?
not Fortnite. Okay? And it's definitely not Rainbow Six Siege either. You know,
It's different.
It's different. You know, it's definitely Call of Duty. You know, it's still Call of Duty at the end of the day. But the focus on teamwork is still there. You can't just run and gun or you're gonna die. You know,
People are still gonna do that. though.
I know, and they're gonna die.
Someone.
Man, I did that. I did that back in like Modern Warfare 2, and I got lots of people. That was fun.
Yeah,
I
so you
somewhat
can't do
agree
that.
with that.
You can't
I
do that
won't-
anymore.
I won't say I fully agree with that, because I definitely played the beta, and there was people definitely running and gunning.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure there always will be, but those people die really quick compared to the teams that work together and that move as a group or have some kind of coordination going on where you flank the other team. You know, there'll always be the running gunners, and you'll never get away from that because it's a first-person shooter. But those people aren't going to do as well like they did in like Black Ops 4 multiplayer, you know, or Black Ops 3 multiplayer, Infinite Warfare multiplayer, than they will in Modern Warfare. You mean skill? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. it takes skill now. It takes skill.
I don't know my Yeti tumbler. Yes, my Yeti tumbler is absolutely beautiful with the Gears of War on them. Just want to right now. It's awesome. It's amazing.
Are you a Gears player, Street?
I am actually. Yeah, I've been playing Gears of War since the first one came out on 360.
Really?
Yeah. Yo, the first one was lit. The second one was good.
Great. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely wonderful.
What do you? You have the new Gears?
I do have the new Gears, Gears 5. Yeah.
How do you feel about it? You loving it?
Love it so far. But definitely, I feel like it brings it back to like what Gears was about. I was really disappointed in how Gears of War 4 played. I was just like, yo, like they changed everything about what made Gears in a sense.
Right.
But now playing it now, it gives me really like Gears 3, like kind of like vibe, and that's when I feel like, you know, when it was developed by Epic Games, you know, at the time. I mean, obviously, completely different studio in terms of like development teams than Fortnite right now, but they knew exactly what kind of audience that they wanted to cater to, their game style. So they had all that stuff down. So I'm also really happy that not add like a battle royale like kind of mode, like, you know, other, because if they did, I probably would have been really like disappointed in it, if I'm being honest with you.
No, and I've never played a Gears game in my life. Not
I mean, like,
one.
I haven't either.
Like, it is, you know, it's third person. It's not like first person. The movement is a little, I wouldn't say it's a little bit of a learning curve. It moves a lot different than your usual like Modern Warfare, Rainbow Six kind of like shooter.
Yeah, so when I watch gameplay of it, you know, I definitely feel that. Like the movement is weird because like you're diving and rolling and peeking, and there's a lot more to it. It feels like than just WASD.
That's kind of what makes that game unique, though. That's always how it's been. You've always been able to move, and kind of the movement in the game was just as important as the weapons you use, all that stuff. So it's a little different than like, say, Fortnite, where the movement is all based on one thing. You move one speed. You don't have to worry about it. Whereas in Gears of War, when you go to crouch from a certain distance, you like fly in there.
Yeah, and you can literally tell based upon, in terms of skill level, how players move on the map, because, you know, some players, they kind of will, you know, take their time and like look around their surroundings before something happens. But then you have some players where they're literally just wall bounce in between areas, and you're trying to shoot them and you can't get them, but the next thing you know, your ass is dead. So I've experienced it before. It's crazy.
Nice. So I just wanted to add one more thing here. Street's chair might look like a normal chair, but since he's 10 feet tall, that's actually twice the normal size chair that he's sitting in right now, just to make it look normal. And we appreciate that.
Well, you know, like I made sure when I bought this chair, I made sure that the weight limit was like, you know, like 350 pounds, just because the last chair that I had, it like messed up to the point where I had to arch my back in such a position where my chair wouldn't sink on stream. So I'll be playing, and then I would sink on stream, and people were like, yo, Street, you got like 6 inches shorter. Like, what happened? I'm like, my chair fucking sank. Let me go fix it up.
All right.
You know?
So six inches shorter, you're nearing normal height range then.
Yes, correct, exactly.
Oh, God.
You know, that's it.
All right. Next on the list, let's talk about Red Dead Redemption. Has anybody played Red Dead in here?
Yep, I played it.
Yep, I have.
You guys, LT, have you played Red Dead?
I was told to play the second one.
Okay, so Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to PC, which is like super hype.
Big.
Console only before. Now it's on PC. You know, now we can get goodest. Street, we can get goodest now on Red Dead Redemption 2. How do you guys feel about it coming to PC? What do you think, if anything, are we going to see different about the game now that it's going to be mouse and keyboard?
I don't think anything necessarily changes about the game.
Right.
But it'll be obviously more pleasing on the eye.
Yeah.
It already was.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was a beautiful game.
Probably buy it.
So,
Street?
yeah.
Like I don't think 2 coming out on PC. The only thing that it does, it just game out to a more wide-known audience because you know, you can say that PC gaming is probably popular, or at least a little bit more popular than console gaming. I've noticed myself, ever since I've got like a gaming rig, I started buying more games on PC than on actual consoles.
Yeah.
So I think that Rockstar, you know, having this game come out on PC it's just gonna. It's already been popular like so far. I'm just curious. There's been a lot of gripe about like the online play in Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know if it coming to PC is gonna change any of that necessarily, but I'm curious to see though.
Yeah. You know, Treesus brings up a good point. They already have RP servers planned for Red Dead Redemption 2. How sweet would that be? How sweet is gonna be RPing like the Wild West?
I'll be legit.
Man.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Yeah,
Oh,
let's
God.
do it.
Quantum Gaming RP server.
Quantum, let's go.
Not mad.
The main.
Not mad at that at all.
I'd
That would be
mad.
crazy. I think that would bring a whole new dynamic to online Red Dead play. Because no one did that
I
before.
agree.
Nobody did that before. But now, I mean, Rockstar, I wonder if that's going to be a 5M thing too. You know, since, you know, Rockstar's got GTA 5. I wonder if 5M's going to pick up some of that roleplay servers, and we'll see a bunch of that for Red Dead 2. That'd be cool to see. That'd be cool to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
feel
would.
like, you know,
yeah.
with our P stuff happening, I wouldn't be surprised if there was just kind of like other
Nice.
genres in a sense, but other like eras. So like we're in the Wild Wild West gonna have an RP server. Who says that, you know, a game down the line, you know, years like a role playing system when you're like samurais in Japan or something like that, or just like another different era, you know, it just
Right.
That's fun.
Right.
helps it just become more diverse in a sense, you know.
Definitely, and it opens the door for a lot. You know, when you start getting different eras into RP, it's like you can be whoever you want, whenever you want. What? Are you kidding me? LT could be just like sitting at the bar in Red Dead Redemption 2, just drinking the entire
How's
stream.
that any
Welcome.
different than...
Ouch. Ouch.
I mean,
Crazy.
GTA RP,
It would be basically like us.
D&D.
Hey,
I mean, he's
I'm
not
just-
wrong though.
I'm like one of those. I'm a bad actress. I'd be like one of those one-trick ponies. That's me.
You'll be in the bar in Red Dead Redemption 2, and you'll turn British. That's somehow somebody from Britain will have gotten to a bar in the Wild West. Yeah, you could play D&D in Red Dead Redemption 2 RP. You could roleplay in a roleplay.
Wow, can you?
Wow.
That's like- So I was brought this up the other day as something that is really funny to me, and it's when actors play an acting role in a TV show or movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just hilarious.
I like it. Do you think they like that because they can be like extravagant, or they can be like flamboyant because they're playing an
Yeah.
actor?
So yeah, like they go over the top, which is what I don't know. Yo, Shane. I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
Love
I've
Shane.
always thought like the way that actors kind of immerse themselves in whatever role that they're playing in, and they try to separate that from who they are as a person. And I think sometimes when you are in a role for so long, you think that you are that person in real life, but you're not.
Yeah.
Right.
Joaquin Phoenix, you know, for freaking Joker, like thing, like, and the amount of like weight loss that he had to do for the role to get his mind in that kind of state that, you know, only the Joker would be in, like trying to come out of that. I mean,
Yeah,
these actors did some next level shit, man.
Well,
that's
you know,
true.
Bill Skarsgård said the same thing about when he played It.
Ooh.
He said he would go home, and when he was at home, he would have very vivid dreams of him actually being the clown.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Anyways, next topic.
Ooh.
that was fun to talk about. I'm just going through some gaming news right now. Okay, then we're gonna get a little, we're gonna dive into your hearts and minds a little bit, and we're gonna talk about you guys. PlanetSide. Anybody play PlanetSide here in the chat ever? No.
Nope.
Missy, you've played like 4 games. It seems like. I love you.
I push the indie games, all right? Get out of
I
here.
love you. Well, they don't have like big news on indie games.
Well, I don't.
What was the name of that
They're
game
like-
he was playing when we were watching her?
Lots
With
of
the
games.
little knight.
Little Knight.
Oh, the little knight that just killed himself over and over in his puzzle game.
And you had to kill all the little trolls. They look like orcs.
Wow.
Hey,
What are you talking about?
dreams.
The Switch game she was playing.
Oh, that one. That's a Switch game. What was it? Oh, the witch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Is that your expert review of the game? Indie game reviewer? Yeah, it was fun.
Sorry. No, it's a good game. It's fun when you can get a group of 4 people like on a couch and play it together. Yeah, it's a roguelike, but they added more content for it on the indie game, so you can go through it without like starting over from scratch. You can go like if there's a story mode, so that was pretty cool about that, because I would like play by myself. I'm like, I'm getting nowhere. I keep dying. This is frustrating. So there's like thing for like, oh, you can like get powerful but like still play the game.
Yeah.
So that, like I like that because it catered to people that like really suck at roguelike, but like I don't know. But it was fun.
What was that that side scroller dungeon crawler that we played when I came out? You remember what that was called?
I was kind of drunk at that point. That I don't remember
Yeah,
the name
I
of
think
it.
we all were. We all were.
You
remember D-Rock?
Nidhogg.
No.
Oh, look at that.
Was it?
Yeah, we were playing
The night
Nidhogg.
one? The night one, or like the top?
It was a top-down side scroller where there was 4 players. One person was like
Oh,
3
Oh,
were
no, that
ghosts,
wasn't
and
it.
the one was
that one. Yeah, I don't remember that one.
the person. All right.
Oh, I do.
I don't remember, but that was fun too. Anyways,
That was
I
fun.
don't remember that one either.
PlanetSide 3 is confirmed for everybody who plays
You were
PlanetSide.
sleeping.
Yeah. Were you sleeping? Did you cuddle up with a donut that night, D-Rock?
I did. Like the donut, yes.
Oh man.
So PlanetSide 3 is confirmed if you do play PlanetSide. The release date, according to them, is as early as possible. Thanks for those specifics,
Amazing.
PlanetSide. Thanks for that. But since none of you play it, I guess it doesn't matter. We don't care. We don't care about PlanetSide anymore.
I heard there's this new one coming out. It's RPG Space one. Or was that it? Outer Space?
A new space RPG.
Yeah.
Outer space.
The only like space RPG I played is EVE Online. Have you ever played that? God damn it.
Never heard of it.
That game will suck you in like nobody's business. Outer Worlds?
Yeah, Outer Worlds.
That's
That
what
one looks pretty
chooses.
good.
Is that your expert review?
Definitely her
Video game?
expert review.
That looks
I-
that game looks
I
good.
just looks good. I mean, it looks
What's it
fun.
about? What's it about? Tell us. You don't
Okay, what?
remember.
I have a memory of like a goldfish, man. I'm like, I just like that looks fun. I'm gonna buy it. Alright, cool.
Same.
Oh god.
Oh, it's by Obsidian Entertainment, who did Fallout New Vegas. Oh, that's cool.
It'd be
I
good.
might have to look into that because I like the space-based games. It's been
I
it's
like
been a while.
space themes.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played anything like that. I've been playing some weird ass games lately, like Fortnite. It's been
Yeah,
rough.
right.
It's been rough.
I've
for
been
me.
playing fucking Visage.
Oh man. Okay, let's.
Oh.
I want to talk
Oh,
about
my
that.
fucking-
I want to
oh,
talk
my
about that.
You're playing
God.
scary games.
Why not?
Now-
God,
now
are
that-
you scared?
Now that you, no, I said I do want to talk about that.
Oh, you
I
do
do.
want to talk about it.
Street, tell us about playing Visage. How are you still alive? First off, and
Well,
and why? And just why?
Also, did you have nightmares?
No, I didn't actually. did contemplate like once or twice in the dark room, like falling asleep and then having my eyes open and looking around to see if anything was there. But then eventually I passed out though. It was at some points in my stream actually where I would go and like, you know, take a restroom break, and I would look around my apartment in the rooms that didn't have lights, and I would turn the light on before I would go into the actual fucking room. It's like,
Yes.
Yeah.
we're good, you know. But I don't really play horror games like that. But that game, yourself to be this character trying to figure out what the fuck happened to these people that have died in this house. The game does an awesome job of freaking you the fuck out. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I would say I'm a decently sized dude, right? But I was fucking screaming like a bitch.
Decently sized.
I was screaming. I had a monitor on and everything. Yo, that shit hit
Wait,
like.
how does that heart rate monitor thing even work?
Oh, it's great.
Uh-oh. What can I hear?
I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Everybody just bailed on us.
Can you hear me now?
I could always hear you.
Oh.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that was weird.
What
That
happened,
was
Street?
weird.
What the fuck is that?
It's Visage. It's Visage. It
Oh,
heard you talking about the game.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey,
So,
Street.
So, like-
What's behind your green screen right now, Street?
yeah, you might
I'm
want
on
to
a
look,
green
bro.
screen, fucking wall.
Whatever.
Are you sure?
So,
Oh,
well,
God.
essentially,
Oh, just in it.
this. Okay.
Yep.
Download an app called Pulsoid, I think.
So you have
Pulsoid?
to buy that?
And it like picks up the device. It's really easy to set up.
You have to buy.
How much
You have
is
to
the
buy the
app
heart
for?
rate monitor. How much is it? Yeah, it's a good question.
It was on sale for like 27.
That's cheap as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hook it
Thanks,
up.
Street.
You hook it up. You like sync it with your desktop.
You hook it up right under, well, like your chest area.
Look at
And then-
Street's like, what is going on? He's like, that's not where I put mine.
Yeah, I put mine around my bicep.
But you gotta like get some water on it to like activate it or something, or spit or whatever. That's great.
Street, it's
Um,
Visage.
Oh, here we go.
It came for you.
It's a Visage, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then you like
Yeah,
go to this
but yeah,
other
sorry,
website.
So basically, it's like I'm pretty sure Missy probably explained it. Yeah, it's just like a
She did.
little app that you put over, and yeah, she got it. She good.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was cool. It is
Yeah,
cool.
and
But
then
my,
you like
my heart rate, yeah, my heart rate got up to like 145.
Wow,
Wow.
really?
Wow.
Hi.
How are you?
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucking high, dude. And it was probably consistently around like 100, 105. Just me like walking around the house and shit like that.
You don't even need to work out anymore. Just play
dude,
that game.
Oh, dude, it's fucking creepy as
Just
shit.
play Visage all the time.
All right.
Yeah, like there was one night where I used a heart rate monitor, and I was like in the 70s, and then I would like go up to like 100 or something. But like one night, I was just constantly at 100. I'm like, so everybody's like, yeah. So like, so apparently I had really like a lot of caffeine. I'm like, am I dying today?
Am I dying? Is there a doctor in the house?
Like nothing changed. Like I was playing the same game.
Yeah, that's funny.
Be like higher with massage.
So yesterday was my 1 year Twitch anniversary. Thank you. And I played Outlast last night, which I don't play horror games because I also scream like a little bitch. Okay, and there were moments and clips and clips and clips of me just screaming my head off because of that stupid game. I'm never playing it again. It was fun. Great. I did
Play
it.
again.
No.
Get it again.
Come on.
You're
Do you
gonna beat
wanna
it?
know
What?
happened?
I'm not gonna play it again because I enjoy life. I don't need my entire channel clipped of just me screaming.
Why?
Don't
That
look
makes
at me
for
like
good
that,
content.
Street.
Why not?
Don't look at me like that, Street.
Content.
Oh, trust me, the content was gold. But
My parents were watching. They're like, "This guy's hilarious."
I would rather have 0 viewers, okay, than play that game again. Content be damned. Hard pass, guys. A hard pass. It was a good experience to play a game like that because I never have before. and I never watched them either, so I didn't even know. I didn't even know what was happening. And then I walked through a door and something's in my face screaming at me, and I'm like, nah, we good.
Yeah.
I played it
I
for
watched
what?
you play for like 15 minutes.
I think I played it for like 3 hours.
Then he was like,
Wow.
let's play something
made it that
fun.
Yeah, then I was
Play
like,
some-
I need something with fluffy things in it, you know, preferably like some rainbows, anything like that. I needed it in my life. It was bad.
Actually, when I hopped on, you took a break because you were scared.
Yeah, that happened. That happened. I admit it. I own it. It's bad, dude. It's bad.
Yeah, I've taken the
Outlast
game.
isn't even the worst.
Right, exactly. Like Visage tells you in the game, like you may experience like feelings of like, you know, frightened. I don't know what the fuck to call it. That's how like
Yeah.
how much to fuck with you.
Yeah.
So like you should pause often. You should.
Very much so.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did too. It Outlast has that warning too in the beginning, like you might experience terror and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. It's like what a way to
That was great, yeah.
open. I was okay,
I would
so
hate to play that at like 1 in the morning.
Jesus, I was gonna be on 12 hours, but then my old man kicked in, and it was GG. After golf, it was GG. I couldn't stay awake anymore.
Yep.
Plus, I start third
That's why
shift
when I-
tonight, so I'm good.
Question for you, Cod.
Hmm.
How's that jerky coming along?
It's good. It's done. I'm gonna ship it shortly.
Okay. You just tell me how much it is.
It's 28 bucks.
28?
Yep.
Okay.
To your door, brah. To your door. I'm the ultimate old man. I feel that. I appreciate you, Jesus. Appreciate you.
I don't know. I might match you, Teresa's, because there comes a certain point during the day when if I don't get another coffee, like, that could be it for me. Like, I might go home and sleep.
I know you're like the resident coffee snob, D-Rock.
I am. It's bad. You know, I just got called that by my girlfriend.
Did you?
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Yeah,
bad when the girlfriend says it. Just
I
saying.
can't remember what we were talking about. Oh, we were at a bar, a seltzer bar.
What's our bar?
What?
Yeah.
A seltzer bar.
What's that?
Wait.
What is that?
What?
That's like
You mean
that's like
White
LT's
Claw?
bar.
Yeah, definitely LT's
Oh.
bar. So we were there and they had an espresso machine, and I was like, "Oh, I want your espresso machine."
Yeah.
And then she started telling the people at the bar that I'm a coffee snob.
Yeah, he is. Kayla. Wow. So how was the espresso?
It was broken. That's why they wanted.
Oh.
I could have it.
Okay. Can you explain to me what a seltzer bar is?
So it's literally like White Claw on tap.
White Claw on tap, LT.
That sounds
Okay,
like Missy's
cool.
thing.
I've never heard of this. I've never heard of a
it
seltzer
is-
bar.
Honest, any bar is my
It's
thing.
called the San Juan Seltzery.
Martini bar, I like martini bars. Yeah.
They have martinis? Do they have like regular drinks on tap?
They
Or is
do.
it just seltzer?
Nope, they have a full bar.
That's weird. Wow. Okay. Whatever.
Do they have beer on tap?
They do
Cider.
have beer on tap.
But why do they call it seltzer bar?
It's because they have seltzer on tap?
'Cause- No, it's their own seltzer. Like, it's not White Claw. They made their
Oh,
seltzer.
they make their. Oh,
Oh.
cool, okay.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Hey, cool, I'll go there.
Kayla,
Yeah, I
pretty much
realized
everything
that
alcohol
afterwards.
related is Missy's thing.
I did a bad job explaining that.
And it's my thing. I'm drinking it now. I ran out, but
Show them what you're drinking it out of.
Sippy cup.
Yeah. I love it. I love it so much. Hashtag save the keyboards.
I killed my keyboard.
Keyboard.
San Juan's like a
Yes,
seltzer
Screaming
brewery.
Phoenix.
Okay.
It is a seltzer
They
brewery.
craft seltzer. What is this world
Yeah.
coming to? I
It's
have to go
actually
there.
Really good. It's pretty cool because they treat the seltzer. First of all, it's weird to have ice in your beer, but they put ice in it because it's technically
Ice?
water. Yeah. So.
Wait.
they do
So
that-
wait, like the beer is
No,
is
they don't
also
put
seltzer?
ice in the beer. They put ice in the seltzer,
Right.
which is still weird.
Okay. Keyboard lives matter. It's a
And-
new hashtag.
Then they give you they treat it like a cocktail. So if I got a huckleberry one, for example,
Mm-hmm.
they would put huckleberries on a toothpick and toss it in your drink.
Well, that's pretty solid.
Amazing.
That sounds fancy as hell. I want to go there now.
Yeah, it's 100% fancy.
Seattle then.
Well, when you come up here, when you come to Seattle, we'll go to the seltzery.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright.
Good, I'm down.
Buttercup's gonna be excited.
It's
Okay,
exciting.
we're gonna get back to the horror game theme later, Street. Don't worry, because
No worries, I'm ready.
I wanna pick your brain more about that. We're gonna continue with the gaming news right now. Humble Bundle, we all know what that is, right? You all know Humble Bundle. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
I know Humble.
So Humble Bundle is changing how they do things. I don't know if you guys have heard of this yet. So Humble Bundle is out. Humble Choice is in. Okay, the price is going up, but you get to pick your games now.
Oh.
So the price is rising from $12 a month to $15 a month. You get 3 games of your choice for 15, or you get 9 games of your choice for 20. So now it's not just about what they offer that month. You can actually go in and choose from their library of games, which is
Interesting.
always changing. So yeah, if you
That's pretty lit.
Isn't
Can
it?
you sign up for like a month at a time?
yeah, so with Humble Bundle you can cancel whenever you want. It's a subscription thing. I should call it Humble Choice
So
now,
once
because
I'm
that's what it
done
is.
subscribing, I can't play the games anymore.
No, you keep the games forever.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah, so they're just
Right.
like Steam games. You
Looking right
keep
now,
the
actually.
Yeah, I'm
See,
pulling this up right now.
what have I done?
Hold up.
Well, I just lost my entire stream group right now. You're all like, let's check out this Humble Bundle. It hasn't changed yet.
Humble choice.
It hasn't
Okay.
changed yet, but it is changing. So everybody
It's
in the
coming up soon. Yeah.
yeah, so everybody in the chat that has Humble Bundle, keep an eye out. If you do have Humble Bundle now, you can still keep the plan that you're on. It's gonna be called the classic plan. But the way they do things, I'll change in for the better, I think. Because what if you don't like the games they have that month? Then you're just like, damn.
True. Money down the
They have
throat.
some good ones in there right now.
Yeah, they
Spyro,
have great
Crash, and
games.
Call of Duty.
They have great games. I don't know what PC Game Pass is, JW, so I can't. Oh, Xbox Game Pass. In 2 months for $1 a pop. I don't so.
I hated it.
Did
When
you?
I signed up for it.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
I hated it.
Why?
The navigation was stupid. It was everything was difficult to get to. If we're talking about the same thing.
The
was
Xbox Game
very-
Pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
think
very
I-
difficult to get to. Trying to sign into your account, first of all, they made me create a new account. And then
First
they said
off,
that they-
I had to make
Yeah.
a whole new account.
Well, here's the issue. They said they linked it with my old account.
Uh-huh.
So when I tried to sign on my old account so I could cancel the pass, the subscription wasn't there. So then I had to go back and try and figure out, okay, what was the email, what was the username, what was all this crap that I signed up with it for, because clearly they did not link them like they said they would. So I
Like
got charged an
bastards.
extra $10.
Okay. Well, that sucks. I haven't had an Xbox since 360, so
Same.
I would rather, granted knowing nothing but what D-Rock just told me about the Xbox PC Game Pass thing, it sounds dumb.
I
But
didn't have any issues with it when I had
no?
it.
Okay, so you had it. What did you think of it when you had it?
But to be honest though, I haven't really delved too much into it. The only reason why I have it is because they promoted Gears 5 with this. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and just put the $1, $2 down, go ahead and fucking play this shit. But in terms of D-Rock saying about navigation or anything like that, I can't really comment on because I didn't really dig into it that much, because I honestly think that like Game Pass like services like that are kind of like And now for a bit playing it through PC, it was the most garbage ass fucking shit that I ever played in my life. Ever. If you try to play like I tried to play Solid 4 on stream through PlayStation Now, and it was probably at least, you're talking about 500 millisecond
Oh damn.
Really?
Ooh.
Fucking
That's
bad.
so bad.
That's
It's
crazy.
real
That's
bad.
crazy. So
I'm doing.
apparently the new one is on the PC. It's in the Microsoft Store, and you can download like the PC Game Pass. Now it doesn't have to go through an Xbox, or it doesn't have to go through a console. It's actually on the PC. So I don't know. I haven't dealt with it. Like I said, I don't do those game subscription services. If I want to play a game, I just buy it.
I didn't even know that existed. Just the PC one itself. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't either. Until right now. But so for all the Humble Bundle users out there, stuff's changing. Keep an eye out. You'll be able to pick your games. JW, do you work for this company? That you're
He's an insider.
He's like, it's got hundreds of games. Outer Worlds this Thursday. Get it now. Pay your $1. If you did, they should give you a raise. It's just kind of great. Maybe I'll check it out. It's cheap, right? How much is it? It's $1 trial.
For a full month, I think.
That's worth it. So I mean, get the trial the month that your game is on there.
Definitely worth it.
So do you get to keep the game forever, just like Humble Bundle? $1 a month, and you have to have.
There's certain games where you have to have the pass.
Gotcha.
So like I played Sea of Thieves for free, but if I were to go back and try to play it, even though I have it downloaded on my PC, I couldn't play it.
So that's where it's completely different. Humble Bundle, you get to keep it forever. With this, you have to keep the subscription up. So Humble Bundle still comes out ahead in my eyes then, just because they don't make you keep paying to play the game. You buy it and it's yours, and you don't got to worry about it. Yeah, it does. Humble Bundle is pretty good. Humble Bundle is pretty good. So Steam, we're all Steam. We all buy games off Steam. They may or may not have leaked some dates for their holiday sales. Okay, so get out your pens, pencils, open up WordPad, Notepad on your PC, jot these dates down for their holiday sales. This is the Steam holiday sales. Halloween sale, October 28th to November 1st. Okay. October 28th through November 1st.
The last weekend.
The last weekend is the Halloween Steam sale. The autumn Steam sale is November 26th through December 3rd. Winter Steam sale, December 19th through January 2nd. That's a hella long one. That's a hella long one for the holiday.
Long.
For the holiday, yeah.
A second?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's be honest though, like who is using Notepad nowadays? Like it's all about Notepad plus.
Oh, thanks, LT.
I have Notepad open right now.
What?
with my notes on it. I'm sorry, okay?
Oh my god.
What a bot.
I'm sorry. Guys, I'm old. It's just what I use. I don't know what Notepad Plus is.
One of my favorite clips ever is when LT read the message that I sent about God.
What?
Wait, when was it?
Oh yeah, God's a bot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who is late for QuantumCast today? Raise your hand if you weren't late.
You were late. The only two that weren't late were Buttercup and Street.
Yeah, they were here. They were here hella early, which was nice.
No, they were here when you told them to be here.
4:30.
4:30. Yep, I did. You guys did good work. Okay, so once again, Gage, we're good, man. We're good. Notepad Plus is a superior version of Notepad. What the hell? Okay. Steam sale dates. I'm going to read them one more time so you guys can jot them down if you want to jot them down. Halloween sale, October 28th through November 1st. Autumn Steam sale, November 26th through December 3rd. Winter, December 19th through January 2nd, not 22nd. LT.
Oh, Missy. January 22nd. You.
December 19th through January 2nd. Second, not 22nd. So
Can't you just edit it?
Yeah, you can now, can't you? I could just delete it. Be like,
Yeah.
this is a great comment, but oh, just kidding, I can't.
Yes, just Boulder. Notepad++ is a superior version of Notepad. Absolutely.
Play Plus.
I don't even know what that
Never
is.
heard of that.
Is that
You should
even?
download it. Download it, COD. It'll change your
I mean,
fucking life.
I'm
dog.
fine. I feel like I'm fine with Notepad. It hasn't done me wrong.
Think of like, Notepad++ as like
Also, many.
10 and Notepad like Windows 95. It's
Oh
like
wow,
dog.
Notepad is like
Whoa,
Windows 95.
Windows
though.
95.
That is what like Notepad is. I'm
I'm
surprised I don't have to type in binary
Whoa.
in Notepad.
Sublime is good too.
All
I
right.
agree with you, Manny.
Okay. Steam sale dates. Everybody got them written down. Good.
editing it.
Get them, got them good.
Okay, we're gonna dive into your minds right now.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're gonna play mind games.
We're gonna dive into your minds. D-Rock, I'm gonna start with you since this is your first time on QuantumCast, and
It is.
you-
Oh, that
you're
first
in,
time.
you're in. I mean, true, but he's had opportunity to be here before and has had to work and has had life. So he finally got to make one, which we love him for.
Here I am. Here I
Here
am.
he
Hey.
is. So before we can never get you on QuantumCast again because of your insane job, I got questions for
Well,
you. I got questions for you,
no.
BB.
I mean, kind of yes and no. Last weekend, or whatever week it was just life. I was
Yeah.
getting drunk, so.
I was
Um,
getting drunk.
Life.
Moving on.
Wow. Moving on. Okay, so right now we're gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about your life in gaming. Okay.
Okay.
So this is pre-streaming. Okay, so before you started streaming, what were you playing? Console? Were you always a PC gamer? And then take me back to your gaming roots. What did you start playing? What's your favorite game of all time? I'll guide you through the process if you can't remember all my questions. So
I'm
let's
definitely not. So let's start with.
let's start at the beginning. At baby Rock, baby D Rock.
Okay.
Okay.
Baby.
So-
Imagine him smaller, like Street.
I
kidding,
have
just kidding.
6 brothers and sisters. So
Okay. Wow.
Most of them are older than me.
You're fighting for them controllers.
So when I got old enough, we already had an NES because my dad liked to spoil us. So that's what I started playing. And the easiest game and the first game that I remember playing is the Duck Hunter game.
Oh yeah. Classic
So-
Duck Hunt.
That's probably where I started playing video games. This had to be in like 95 or 94.
Okay.
Before I moved on to like Mario and some of the more difficult per se.
Okay,
games.
so from NES, you started there. Did you progress through the consoles
I did.
as you
So
grew up? So tell me about that.
we got NES, played that for a little bit, then Super Nintendo comes out. So get Super Nintendo,
Super Nintendo changed
Uh,
lives.
changed lives.
Changed lives.
One of the, he had 2 of the best games of all time in Super Mario 2.
Really? Two,
Yeah.
huh? You like pulling up them turnips?
And then, well, I mean, they're all good. And then Donkey Kong Country, the second one, which I think is the best one ever.
Yeah, I agree. Classic.
Played those. What else did we play on Super Nintendo? We had quite a few games, but those are the 2 most memorable ones for me.
Okay.
Then we got a 64.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
we had a
were you?
Sega too at
I was
some
gonna say,
point.
were you always a Nintendo?
No, we had them both. I think we started with the Sega, to be honest, and then moved to the 64, and then all we played on the Sega was Sonic.
Yeah. So
Literally just went through the Sonic games.
yeah.
64, which gave you Super Mario 64, which
Mhm.
is also one of the best games
Great
ever.
game. Great game.
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time clearly was my favorite game on that.
Ooh, Great game. Great game.
We played a lot of Turok, 007.
Ooh.
GoldenEye.
Hell yeah, that's a great game. I have that.
Yeah, GoldenEye. We played NFL Blitz.
Oh yes, my boy.
Dude.
Yes.
Believe it or not,
Blitz
I
was
still have all of my Nintendo 64 games and my Nintendo 64.
nice.
Legit.
Um,
What color 64 do you have?
I just had the straight out black one, but I had all the different colored
Okay.
controllers: purple,
Gotcha.
green, yellow.
Yeah.
From there, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 at the same time. And then PlayStation 4. I actually started PC gaming in middle school for a long time. Played Ghost Recon, Age of Empires. But I
Classics.
always did that on the school computers.
Oh yeah.
I never had a PC where I gamed myself.
Okay.
So this is my first PC specific.
Did
for
you
gaming.
did you get that just for streaming?
My PC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Dedication
So
right
I
there.
literally bought it for streaming, and then ended up basically never touching my PlayStation.
I feel that. I feel that on a spiritual level. I miss Turok too. Turok was a
Turok was awesome.
great game. I don't think it got enough hype in the day.
I thought they were remaking it.
Did really? I didn't hear about
I
that.
thought they did.
Give me those toes now.
Wow.
Bot.
Wee.
Says the bot.
Whoa.
D-bot 3.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your gaming past. That's your pre-streaming gaming past. Now we're gonna move to LT here because I'm gonna kind of go one by one, so it's not D-Rock talking for 14 hours like Zao would be right now.
Oh, like different parts. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So tell me about your gaming past. Where did you
Yeah.
start?
I started when I was 5 years old.
Okay. Lit.
I think I went to hang out with this boy that I think I liked, and he had a Sega.
5 years
Okay,
old.
I-
I think I like this boy. Damn.
Anyways, he had a Sega, so I'm like, all right, let's play whatever. Because he was like, he asked me what to play. It was some like dinosaur one or something, I think.
Jurassic Park? That was on the Sega for sure.
Yeah, so we played that one, and then
Good game.
so that was I had fun with that. And then my dad brought home, I think it was like a Super Nintendo, because someone was selling it at like the fire station or whatever. And so we just started playing like Super Nintendo games and like Mario games. And then we just kind of like slowly evolved from there. Growing up, my parents just loved to like kind of spoil us when they probably shouldn't have with like holidays and stuff. So they were really kind, but yeah. So we kind of like evolved to Nintendo? No. Okay, we got a GameCube. We had Monkey Ball. That was fun. Me and my brother, we
Super
always played
Monkey Ball. Oh my god, I have that game for GameCube.
That was good.
Whoa, Super Monkey Ball on
Yeah.
GameCube?
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Good.
Such
Yeah.
a great game.
Good. Like PlayStation 2. Like, so I played like Spyro with my bro. Basically, any game my brother would play because I looked up to him. We're still very close to now. I only have one older brother, so we always played games together. So anything he would play, I'd be like, all right, let's play it. And so, because I wanted to be like him, I guess. I don't know. when you have an older sibling that you look up to. So let's see what other games. Oh, and then we got the 64. We also played with my dad a couple times. He likes the shooter one, so we all like all three of us played like 007, Perfect Dark. We had all we all had like the cheat codes going on with like the big head with the 007 and like the paintball
yeah.
like cheat stuff, and that was fun. Me and my brother got mad a couple times. I'm like, stop killing me.
Yep.
So yeah, it was fun, and then we kept migrating. Let's see what other games. Things definitely, I would say, like middle school. That just kind of sticks with you a little bit more. So Xbox Live. Basically, it was just console. We did have some PC games.
Backyard baseball.
Everyone's like, oh.
I played hunting games on the PC because that's what my dad was like interested in. Because I grew up hunting as well. Golf games, I guess, and then there's probably like some like Roller Coaster Tycoon in there, Zoo Tycoon, Age of Empires console up until college. So I grew up. I love my favorite video game series is the Halo series from 1 to Halo 3. That was my jam. I don't know, just so many hours. Just like, I would get home from middle school. I'm like, hey, Mom, big kid, I gotta play Halo, okay? And I was just like, I would get on like Xbox Live, like Halo 2 when I was around, and like that was an interesting experience because every time I'd speak, everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's a gamer girl." I'm like, "Shut up! I don't want to play games."
Wow.
Sometimes I would get bullied too, so it was either like a good experience or not a good experience. Like, I bet you're fat and ugly. It's like, shut up.
Wow, toxic.
Yeah, it was just very toxic. Yeah, and then it was either very toxic or like people wanted to be your friend because you're a girl. So I would constantly have like Halo 3 days. I would have like full party of 16 people, and I would like create maps and stuff, and then we like play those and stuff.
That's legit.
That was my jam.
That's legit. I like it. So your PC gaming career, which is I would say the majority of what you do now is PC. So
that happened. The switch happened in college when my parents stopped buying me consoles, and I was like, this is expensive. Adult thing. Let's get a big PC. So I was dating my husband then, so he built me a PC. That was nice. I don't know. I just basically play games what my friends are doing.
Yeah, cool. Do they call your games Buttercup games as well?
No, because I would just always like play what they're playing. So we played like shut up. So we just play like League of Legends, for like a good amount of time, and then we'd switch. But
okay.
Before streaming, basically, I just followed like what my brothers and his friends were doing, what they were playing.
Yeah, nice.
And a lot less. Now I have people to play with. This is great. I'm definitely a self-gamer, so.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Street. Bring it home, baby.
All right, bring it home. All right. So I would say, probably when I was maybe like probably around like 4 or 5 range. My 2 aunts who are more like sisters to me, and just in terms of like age-wise, they taught me how to play. First, it was the Super Mario, the Nintendo, like the base Mario fucking game is what initially happened.
Oh yeah.
I still remember Legend of Zelda with the gold cartridge.
Thanks to
so
me.
I played a little bit of that back in the day. Afterwards, I think I remember us heading over to. There was a lot of consoles that we had at like a lot of different times. So I'm just gonna try to see if I could just, certain areas. I know we had Super Nintendo before. Super Mario World was the fucking G-ass game. I still remember one of the scenes that are still like in my head. I remember I was visiting like cousins in Canada, and I think there was like this like Bowser's Castle's part, and there was like a whole bunch of fucking fireworks that were going on. and I still remember that to this day. And I thought it was like, yo, that's so fucking
you did.
cool. But then I died like 10 times. I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. Like,
you're like, nah.
Like, nah, I'm okay. I would say Sega Genesis, really big with Sonic, as well as Street Fighter 2.
Oh,
Was definitely a great game. I loved like fighting games like back in like. Also had Sega Saturn, where I played. They had some baseball games from Sega Saturn. I don't exactly remember what, I think one of them was like Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball or something like that. I don't remember.
Okay.
Some shit like that. I don't remember. Nights in the Dreams. I don't know if you guys played that before. Virtua Cop was another like Sega Saturn like cult classic. PlayStation 1, I would say, is where like memories that I've had like growing up, what I remember the most of.
Yeah.
I remember Crash. I remember Spyro.
Oh yeah.
Tomb Raider
Spyro.
games.
Oh.
Tomb Raider games I fucking loved as well.
Played Tekken.
In 3 was the OGs of the OGs. I love OGs of the OGs. I love Tekken. I was big in the sports games as well, so I played a lot of NBA Live, a lot of MLB. And before, you know, it was garbage, because, you know, now it is. Went over to 64. I remember my mom got me the, it was like the green limited edition, like Donkey Kong 64 bundle.
Yep.
With the yellow cartridge. So I played a lot of that, played a lot of Mario Kart 64, as well as Honor 2, which was a fucking classic ass game as well. Of a Dreamcast per se, but I did play a bit of Jet Set Radio. That game was legit also. Then eventually I got a PlayStation 2 where I played a lot of God of War. God of War 1, God of War 2. Did a little bit of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 10 was probably like one of my favorite games of all time, just to do like
Blitzball.
how much.
Play some Blitzball. Bruh.
So
I ain't gonna lie to you, like Blitzball in the fucking story, it's fucking OP. Like it's that last mission where you had to fight. I think it was the Bed Sykes, and they had this goalkeeper that had had the highest like blocking stat in the whole fucking game, and you had to like it was a pain in the fucking ass. I still love that game.
Great. Guess that was a great Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, it was great. And then I think when online gaming started to happen with like Xbox Live, went over to the 360. Oh, before I forget, Nintendo GameCube, Super Mario Sunshine, Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime. I love Metroid.
Well, Metroid Prime, I still love Metroid Prime to this day. It's a great. Pikmin 2.
Pikmin? Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was
Oh, wow. Pikmin.
Pikmin.
game is lit.
That's a good one. I forgot about Pikmin.
I was gonna ask if you guys played the PC game Black and White.
Oh,
Never heard of it.
No?
No.
Oh my
I
god.
heard of it.
Look it up.
Is that an old one?
Yeah, it's pretty old. Probably from like 2001, 2002.
Okay.
They have yet to recreate it, but basically it's like one of the first games where you acted as like God, and you had to build these towns up, and you can make them good towns or bad towns, and you
Wait a
can
minute.
make good things happen to them or bad things happen to them.
Wait, I have played that game. Is that where you're like the hand?
Yeah, and the person talking to you is a lion.
I think I played that. That's an old game though. That's an old game, but that was super fun. I think I remember that. Shit. That's the one? Yeah, so you were a hand and you made like
you were just a
you
big
could like
hand.
rain over the crops or like do disasters and stuff.
Yep.
Dude, that game was legit. I remember that. That was
Oh
good.
my gosh! Wow.
God, what a blast from the past. You just brought up some memories. You brought up some feels. Me playing that game. That was
I used to
legit.
spend so much time playing that game.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. That was a fun one.
It's the one game that operated on my brick of a PC at the time.
All right, Tree, where'd you progress from there?
So from there, I remember. I know I'm probably going out of fucking order because I'm really bad with time.
You are, but it's fine.
It's fine. It's all good, right? I know that I first started PC gaming in high school. There was this like it was like this tech ed class where like every other Friday we would kind of have like a free like LAN day kind of. So we would play like the first Halo. we would play Quake 3. We would play a whole bunch of just like kind of like first-person shooter land-based games, which was pretty dope. I never had a PC like myself because I was still like, oh my god, consoles are fucking great. PCs are garbage. No. You know, like back then, right?
Yeah.
Then switched to Xbox with the 360 because my parents told me I could have a console for Christmas, but it had to be under a certain price range, and the PS3 was very expensive. So I got a 360, which led me to putting a lot of hours in Halo 3, War series. I'm trying to think of any other big Xbox 360 like games. Those are the ones I remember the most. I would stay up to like 5, 6 in the morning just playing them.
Yeah.
That was Gears of War for me.
Yeah,
Literally start playing at 9 o'clock, play all night, and all online. Wouldn't get off till 9 a.m. the next day. My mom comes out. She's like, "You guys are up early?" No.
No.
Gone to sleep.
No,
yet.
ma.
Yeah.
No, ma. Very nice.
Then after the 360, you know, went over to the Xbox One, which in terms of this generation hasn't really done as well in terms of games. So I can't really say I've played it as much. I was always like a console gamer before PC. I guess you can say this PC that I have, I got because of streaming, but there's an interesting story behind how I got the PC. So if you want me to tell, I can tell it.
Go ahead.
It's perfect fine. All right. So I remember I wanted to make, like, how streaming I guess started. I wanted to make YouTube videos at first, but then like the laptop that I had was just complete ass. So I was like, all right. So I was like, I don't want to buy like a custom one, do a custom build from scratch because I don't know how the hell it's just gonna go.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna buy like a pre-built one. So I buy one from Amazon, and basically after like a week, I got like a $10 coupon from Amazon. It didn't show up after another week. I got another $10 coupon. So at that point, I'm just like, okay, maybe it's not meant to be. I don't even want it anymore. So I tell them to give me my money back. They say you're gonna be refunded. I saw I still got charged for the PC, although I never received it.
Wow.
So I went to my credit card company and say, yo, I have all the transcripts that I said that I wanted a refund. They said they would give it to me, and it was all right. So they gave me back, you know, however much PC cost or whatever. And then like 3 months later, I get told I have like a package to pick up, and I ordered some shipping boxes just to like ship some stuff to like some people. And the guy is like, you know what? I got something else for you. Fucking box, and it's the fucking PC.
Wow.
What?
And that's how I have this PC today.
Wow, that's crazy.
So if it wasn't for this, yep, I would not be streaming right now. But
Wow, that's
crazy.
awesome. That's awesome. Okay, which brings me to the next question, which we're gonna go back to D-Rock to. Tell me about your very first stream. Your very first stream. What did you play? Because we all remember our very first stream. Tell me about your setup, your overlays, if you had any. Were you cam, no cam? Tell me about your first stream experience.
I streamed. I didn't even know what Twitch was before I came back from the World Cup last year. I got on Twitch like when I got back from the World Cup, and I was like, all right, what is this? And my buddy was the one that was telling me, hey, you should try it. Why not? Just do it. So I did it, but it was straight from the PlayStation, no cam, and played Fortnite to 0 people for like, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay. You said you had a cam? You had a cam?
No
cam. Okay. Fortnite, no cam. That's a lot of.
Literally,
you're gonna get a lot of viewers with that.
Reading chat on my
Wait,
phone.
you had chat?
My buddy every now and then.
Okay. He'd be like, yep, he's still here.
I'm pretty sure my average viewers was like 1.
Nice. LT?
I didn't even know I could watch
sorry.
myself.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You can
that's
watch
how bad it
yourself. So your buddy was watching. He was there for you. Tell me about your first stream, LT.
I think it was Alien Isolation.
Oh wow, dove right into it.
It was for it, I don't know, but but I did have a cam. I did some like networking, hang out with like a couple other streams before I even like started it.
Okay.
So that helps a lot. So
yeah.
I got to affiliate within like 2 or so. And that was really exciting. I don't know. It's just like Alien was a great game too, because you there's so many things when you're new to the game that you haven't played before. You can comment, like have good commentary. When your chat's kind of like dead, you know, when we're first starting out.
Yeah.
I had this headset still, but I was using the mic, so my audio was like trash. And so when I'd scream, everybody's like, "Oh my god, my freaking ears! Like, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I was sorry." Save it up for a mic.
Nice.
Yes, I remember those struggles very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. So.
Street?
No, I still love streaming.
Sorry. Yeah, yeah.
My first stream was actually on Facebook. As much as I hate it to fucking say it, I'll be honest with you. It was on Facebook.
Okay.
I was playing in 7, and before I started streaming, I looked up in terms of what kind of things were important. Like, should you have a webcam? Should you have a green screen? Yada yada, all that stuff. So I did have a green screen. I had like a $5 microphone from like Amazon. Voice gets high pitch, as you guys all know. The fucking audio just broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for your first stream, you had a camera, and you had a green screen for your first stream.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty legit.
Wow.
I did, because I actually watched other like streamers before I started streaming. I was like, you know what? I always thought, like, they always say that try to like just start and then you can kind of just upgrade along the way. And and personally, me, I was just like, okay, I have the ability to have a webcam and to have a green screen. Granted, this green screen is cheap as fucking shit, but it still works.
Oh yeah, exactly. It don't matter.
Doesn't matter if it works.
As long as it works. Yeah.
This shit is $5 from Party City, bro. It's
Nice.
still fucking.
Are you talking to me, LT?
Yeah.
You could like, oh, because I'm not in the chat. Go ahead. Keep going straight. Keep going.
I'm trying to think what else. And then, because of how Facebook was going in terms of like streaming aspect, I was there for like 3 months. I decided I thought I was gonna quit streaming altogether, honestly.
Yeah.
And then I talked with a couple of people that told me to try Twitch, and I had this. It was really freaking saturated, like everyone else thinks they do, you know, without going into research in terms of what is your specialty, what are you really gonna focus into, you know?
Right.
So then the first stream on Twitch that I did, I played Metal Gear Solid. There was luckily a couple of people from Facebook that came over to watch me on Twitch that are still actually with me today. You know,
that's awesome.
So I was able to get like affiliate in like a week or 2 also. But yeah, man, that's
very cool.
It is.
Very cool. So, okay, LT wants to know what inspired me to stream. It was actually my sister who inspired me to stream. She's always been a big time gamer. We've been playing games ever since she was kids. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm on Twitch now. You should watch me." I'm like, "What the hell is Twitch?" Yeah, I had no idea. I never watched people game. I'm like, if I'm gonna play the game, right? I'm not gonna watch it. So I watched her streams, and I'm like, holy crap, you know, this isn't just, you know, watching someone play a game. You know, it's more than that. It's you know, the content that they put out as well, along with the game. You know, the commentary and whatnot. Like, it's not just a screen with a game on it. You know, there's someone there talking to you too. So I was like, you know what? I can do that. I could talk to people. I could talk all day, as you guys already know. So I already had a PC because I was a big StarCraft 2 gamer. I was pretty high in the rankings there, so I already had a PC. I was playing StarCraft 2. grinding the ladder there, and I was like, all right, I'll try it. So I downloaded OBS. Had no idea what OBS was or how to use it. So I open it, and there's this black screen, and it's like, hey, it says like scenes, sources, audio mixer, scene transitions. I'm like, what the hell is all this? So I'm playing with it. Now I'm Googling. I'm frantically Googling, like, what the hell is a scene and a source, and what do I add, and how do I know what I'm doing? So I just copy some janky-ass graphics, because my first stream was Diablo 3. My first stream was Diablo 3. So I got... Thank you. So I got, like, a janky cam box, and I tried to put it over my camera, which I didn't really do properly because I couldn't figure out how to turn my camera from, like, 4:3 to 16:9. So I was, like, a little square in a corner with a cam box that was too big, and I threw like a big sword in there that didn't really belong, and I streamed to 0 people for a week. I streamed Monday through Friday from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. I was on second shift, and I got home at around 2:30. So I fired it up at 3, and I had no one there. Little did I know that's like the worst time to stream because people are sleeping.
And the rest of the world is working.
Right. So
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I got started streaming. That I went to other people's streams, watched them, saw what they did, and like took bits and pieces of what I liked and put it into mine, and eventually we're here. That's how I got started. It's all because my sister started streaming.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Amazing.
Okay, we're running short on time. We've got literally 9 minutes left.
No.
Okay, I know because I have to work tonight at 10. So
Ooh.
I know.
You poor soul.
It's to suck. Sounds
Dude.
like a bot thing to do.
it's going to suck. Third shift is gonna be rough. I'm gonna be like falling asleep halfway through. But okay, so I want to.
Coffee, my friend.
Oh, there's unlimited coffee where I'm going.
Amazing.
Literally unlimited coffee. Okay, so and I know this is a heavy question, so do your best. Keep an eye on the clock because I got to get through 3 of you. Okay.
Okay. We can do this.
1 minute, 60 seconds. Go.
We're gonna start with D-Rock. How has streaming changed you as a person?
Oh, okay.
I know it's heavy.
So it's just, I'm already a pretty open person, outgoing person. Well, actually, I wasn't always outgoing. I'm more outgoing now than I was before, so that's one change.
Mhm.
But it's opened me up to a variety of different things. It's also let some things back in my life that I would not have liked to be back. But for the most part, it's just allowed me to make more friends basically everywhere I go. I feel like I could go to any corner of this country and there'll be somebody that I know.
Mhm. Very true.
And meeting these people, well, Buttercup, Cod, perfect examples. We meet up and it's not like, oh, hey, and awkward silence and I don't know how to act. It's pretty seamless. So
Yeah. Definitely. The first time I met you guys, it's like, okay, I'm gonna fly out to see LT, right? Out of no, like I didn't know you aside from online. We chatted every day, and we know a lot about each other. I was like, fuck it, I'm changing my Vegas vacation to Portland. We're just going. We're going in. I'll find her in this city of 700,000 people, I promise. So that was really cool. It was cool to meet up, and we saw each other, and it was not awkward. It's like we were just continuing the conversation that we've been having. I think that's a really cool thing about most streamers is that they are who they are, and when you meet them in person,
Just
they're
like
the same
meeting
person.
people,
Yeah.
It's like the same when you meet them in person. It's like there's no front, there's no fake. It's like, oh, this is them. Awesome. Let's continue our friendship.
Exactly. All right, LT, we can move on to you. How has streaming changed you?
Ooh, I've learned a lot more about myself, actually. Like what inspires me, like just meeting so many amazing people that I don't know, like, just this is like a heavy question.
It is. I know.
Like originally when I first started streaming, it was like winter time, and like around here, you kind of like everybody just kind of gets a little sad, you know. And I'm like an extrovert, and I'm like when I like in the winter, I'm like I don't want to like hang out with people, but I need to. So like, it to be like this outlet to like, and so like it helps me be happier in that area. I mean, like it's just like it made me, I don't know, it was helpful in that sense. And I know streaming helps a lot of people to just like, overcome like their own insecurities and stuff like that. It just
For
so
sure.
much. And you learn more about yourself. And so I learned like, I don't know, like I had a huge blast just meeting so many people at TwitchCon, and like I feel like a free bird. I'm like in my element and just meeting good people. And it was like, yeah, I want to keep doing this, you know, like it's just like I learned more about myself, and I couldn't ask for.
Yeah.
And just meeting all these amazing people and being so close with them and like talking with them daily, it's incredible. So
Yes, agreed. Street.
I would say like streaming, it teaches a lot about yourself, and if you keep track of your growth from when you started to like where you are now, you can really see like the difference. So I know for me, when I first started streaming, I was naturally just like an introverted person. I honestly thought streaming was just all about the games itself. But as the journey goes on, it's really more about the people and, you know, opening your hearts to these people, knowing that, hey, you know, they might fuck you over, but they might not, right? But it was just more so about back whatever you can in terms of value, whether it's just reaching out to somebody if, you know, the day isn't going well, or if someone stops in your stream and they're having a bad day and now they're having a better outlook on, you know, on the next day or on life and like, you know, general, you know. So it definitely has taught me to, you know, to be more confident in who I am as a person, and to not really, you know, feel too heavily on other people's opinions that they try to put on me, because like online, like not really a public figure, because that kind of deems like famous in a way, but someone that you can like visibly see, and you know they can kind of like talk shit about, and they're just being like fucking keyboard warrior and stuff. It's just so just being who you are and making, you know, connections that could last like a lifetime. You know, like meeting Missy was probably one of like the fucking greatest things ever, and now like there's like a day where I don't chat with her. And then, you know, like Kai, meeting you, just fucking like awesome ass dude. I know I met droc there as well. I know I try to make the effort to hang out with the Quantum people at TwitchCon, you know. But honestly, it's all about the people. It's not about the streamer. It's all about the people.
Yeah, I agree. So for me, I'll answer this question really quick too. Before streaming, I kind of, I don't know how to say it, but you know, I kind of molded to the people around me. You know, if you know what I mean. Like if I'm around this person, this is how I'm gonna act. If I'm around this person, this is how I'm gonna act. And it was all me. You know, it's not like I was putting on a front. I wasn't being fake about it. It's just I kind of catered myself to who I was around. You know, just to make it more comfortable, I guess you could say. I just kind of molded my personality around who I was with. Before streaming, he didn't have green hair. Facts. Before streaming, I'd never dyed my hair in my life. Now, look at this shit.
Oh, wow.
Look at this shit. So really what streaming has done to me is, like, I'm one person now. You know, that no matter who I'm around, you know, if I'm hanging out with LT, or if I'm hanging out with my buddies in town here, I'm the same guy. I don't have to put on, you know, that face anymore. Just because, you know, I found myself through streaming, I guess you could say. Like, this is me, and this is who I am, and this is who I'm always going to be, no matter what scenario I'm put in. So I think I became myself, if that makes sense. You know,
no, I
through
understand
streaming.
that 100%.
Yeah, for sure. It's good times. It's good
Just
times.
gotta stop caring what everyone else thinks.
Exactly. I don't give a shit what people think anymore. You have to.
Honestly, yeah. Stop there.
You have to.
Yourself, be confident in who you are, and just like do what makes you happy and inspires that passion.
Exactly. That's perfect, and that's a perfect way to end, guys. It's 9 o'clock. my time. I got to
Well,
be at work in
7
1
o'clock.
hour. Okay, West Coast timers. I got to
West
be at
Coast
work
is
in an
the best
hour, so
coast.
we are gonna raid out everyone. Chat. I know who we're gonna raid already. So we're gonna obviously pass the love on to another Quantum streamer who's got some Overwatch going on right now. If you'd like to pop her stream open before we get there, our raid of choice tonight is going to be Lady Kiko, who we also met
Yeah.
at
Kiko!
TwitchCon.
Kiko!
This is her. If you want to go to her channel to get that ad through so we can raid properly, don't tell her we're coming, but that's where we're going. So, guys, thank you for being here. D-Rock, LT, Street, great having
Thanks,
you guys
everybody.
on.
Yeah, man.
We need to do this again. We had good
We will
talks.
do this
We
again.
need to continue. We need to continue the good
100%.
talks.
100%.
Hell yeah. We're going to be back next week, guys. 7 p.m. Central Time on Sunday. 7 to 9 is how we're going to do it. Hopefully I don't nap as hard next time because I got here a little late. And we can actually have a 2-hour show like we're supposed to.
Oh.
Wait, where is she?
There we go.
Where is she?
So we're taking all you lovely people over to Lady Kiko. She's got purple hair. Don't care. Not mad. And let's see. Follow us on Twitter. It's twitter.com/quantumgc. You can get our Discord link there. Join the Discord. We chat with people all the time. Love you guys so much, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yeet.
Later, Shay. Later, Gigi.
I'm flexing, I swear.
What, baby?
Flex it real good.
What? Hi.
Rips.